Cheers! Welcome to Movie Bitches! Episode 216. Tonight we're reviewing Poms! First things first, shout out to our wine sponsor, Wink. Try wink.com/moviebitches. You get $22 off your first month of wine. $22, you say? I did like the wine placement in this movie.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like as women get older, they're more and more unabashed about, like, the wine habit.
Oh, yeah. And just the fabulous. I mean, it's
like book club was just wine.
It's the who gives a fuck.
Yes.
You know, these are all the fucks I give. I'm a fabulous bitch, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or fabulous cunt, rather.
Yeah.
You know, attitude that we so enjoy. So it's called Poms, which obviously pom-poms.
Yeah.
But I was like, was there a pun there? There wasn't a pun there.
No.
Is there a pun I could figure out?
No.
And I just don't know if Poms was the best title.
No, not really.
Like
so
pom juice, you know?
Oh, sure. Confusing.
Even pom-poms.
Pom-poms.
Is maybe a better title?
Yeah. So Poms is yes, the new Diane Keaton movie about a woman who moves to a retirement community and decides to start a cheerleading squad.
Yeah. I mean, was it cheesy as fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it adorable?
Yeah.
Was it funny? Yeah. Was it heartfelt at times?
Yeah.
You know, I thought this was perfectly adorable.
Perfectly nice.
You know?
I'd give it a solid B+. I didn't think it was quite as good as Finding Your Feet.
No, Finding Your Feet was much better.
Yeah. I think Finding Your Feet was funnier. I think it had a little bit more going on.
More of an arc, more of a, storyline and all of that. This was a little more basic.
Yeah.
Do you want to go, have a brunch and see this with your mom on a Sunday? Yeah, you do.
Yeah. This is perfect for Mother's Day.
It's perfect.
I mean, it's already past Mother's Day now, but, sorry about it.
But the release date wasn't, so maybe you went and saw it.
Yeah.
Who knows? But no, I mean, obviously I'm biased because Diane Keaton is, my end-all be-all. And so, the first frame of her in high-waisted jeans, I was just like, yes, Diane.
She hadn't even really entered the frame.
I'd say a quarter of the front of her.
Yep, and Avaryl goes, oh my god, I love this outfit already. And I was like, how can you even see anything? And she knew. She knew.
The silhouette was there. I mean, I fucking love her.
Yeah, she's great.
Everything.
She's great.
Not a lot of hats.
No.
She toned it down.
She saved them all for that Instagram video.
Oh my god. Well, I mean, really, what should I do? I mean, should I wear them all? I should just wear them. Which one? No, really.
Which hat do you think I should wear? No, I'm serious. Because I kind of like, but seriously, what do you think? Or should I wear them all? Maybe I should just wear all the hats.
Well, yeah, so it starts and Diane Keaton's having an estate sale, and I was like, yes, I want to go to Diane Keaton's estate sale.
Well, I mean, you don't want to because that would mean that she was dead, but...
Is that what an estate sale specifically entails?
Yes. That's why that was why it was so awkward, because the girl is like, oh,
who died?
Yeah, who was it?
Stuff. Oh, okay.
It's all her stuff, but a yard sale doesn't have like the same,
No, estate sale to me, I mean, I guess now, yes, it makes sense. Someone has died, it's their estate. But to me, it just means fancier stuff.
Well, right.
And then the credits start to roll, and I was really excited because there was a female editor. There was a female composer. It was directed by a woman. I was like, heck yeah, there was at least 4 or 5 executive producers that were women. Diane Keaton was an executive producer. I was like, get it, ladies.
Yeah.
Yes. It's like just shout it out whenever I see it.
I mean, I think it's nice to see.
It's important. It's weird. I find, Netflix is this huge, giant, endless void, right, of just everything. And so you don't know what to pick. And I find now that I've often been picking shows that are like created by women, directed by, like, I'll look at the credits and be like, oh, well then I'm going to take the time to watch that. And it turned out like everything's pretty good. I just have to say. It's an easy way to narrow down the field because there's not that many shows. Which is sad, but true.
Speaking of shows, not on Netflix, but on Amazon, the beginning of this kind of reminded me of Forever with Maya Rudolph and Fred Armisen on Amazon.
I keep meaning to watch it, but I haven't seen it. Okay, well then maybe I won't.
I made it halfway through and I haven't really
continued. The season or an episode?
The season.
Okay.
I don't want to, it's kind of a twist, so I don't want to tell you too much.
Okay.
But
you're saying I shouldn't watch it.
Well, you could. You might like it.
Okay.
It's very dry humor.
Okay.
And like a little dark.
Sure.
But also kind of depressing. So then that was where I was just like, oh, this is really just much more depressing than I thought. So I'm going to watch Younger instead. But,
Just got to turn on another rerun of One Day at a Time, guys.
You might like it. I think you should watch it, and then you can decide halfway through that you think it's too depressing or not.
I like that recommendation. You might like it. You might.
You might. You'll certainly. I mean, there's definitely parts where I laugh.
Maya Rudolph's there,
I love her.
So you know.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much in.
Yeah.
So yes, Diane Keaton moves to a retirement home and meets her next door neighbor, Jackie Weaver, who I think is the newest inductee on Fabulous Content.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, we just hadn't mentioned it before, but like she's definitely there.
Definitely there.
100%.
Yeah.
Single women outlive single men by almost 10 years. And Lord knows, there's not enough erections around here as it is.
Oh, we're talking erections, huh? Oh, wow.
Love her. She honestly stole this movie for me.
She was so great.
It. Yeah.
I mean, this character, you know, Diane Keaton wouldn't fit in this character. So they were a perfect pair.
Yes.
And I thought they played really well off each other. Yeah. And even though we didn't get a ton of scenes of them becoming best friends,
it still worked.
It came across for me. You know, a lot of the movie's montaged. It's a lot of songs, a lot of like, hey, isn't this cute? And I was like, yeah, it was cute. You know, it moved along.
Yes.
So there's a slight lack of, you know, character development, plotting, things. But it moved along, and it's fun.
Yes, I wouldn't say it's an expertly made film.
No.
It kind of reminds me, like, when we're talking about, and this might be before or after, A League of Their Own.
Right.
And how Penny Marshall said that she likes movies that are kind of
corny and cheesy. Like, that's why I go to the movies. I want to have a good time at the movies.
And that's what this was for me. I was like, you know, is this basic? Sure. But I still enjoyed myself.
I had a great time.
It was sweet and nice. And I felt things. And, you know, I got to cheer for them cheering. That's great.
And Jackie Weaver. Oh man. I mean, so should we talk about the drama?
Oh, sure.
Because, I mean, this added to my enjoyment of the film.
Absolutely. Recently, there was like a Vulture interview or whatever of Angelica Houston because she's in John Wick 3.
Right.
And they were like, well, why did you pick this? And like, you know, why are you whatever? And she goes, oh, well, I'm selective about the movies that I like to be in. And I would never be in something like, you know, old cheerleaders bring back a squad or something. The shade of Angelica Houston coming for them. But so then they asked Jackie Weaver, they're like, well, what do you feel about this? And she just goes, well, I laughed. And then I said, well, she can go fuck herself. And then she doubles down on the shade and goes, I'd say that maybe she was going through menopause, but she clearly went through that ages ago.
Ages ago. Thought I'd give her a lifeline, say maybe it was menopause. Died. Because, I mean, I'm with Jackie Weaver. Fuck that, you know. John Wick 3 is really, you know, empowering women.
Sure.
I mean, sure, in that, you know, cliched, you know, oh, I'm a badass and that's my only character trait. Or like, oh, I'm sure Angelica Houston is playing like...
I'm sure.
Head boss lady who shows up and gives speech.
Yep.
While John Wick then murders everyone around her, you know. So like, shade back, but, you know.
Well, but at the same time,
I feel like there is a place for this film. And, you know, it was very sweet and lovely, and there is something to be said about seeing all these older women in short skirts saying, fuck society, we're gonna do what we want. I mean, it was very nice.
I thought the message was really, really good. Yeah. And it was like, yeah, you know what, you do your thing. I like this.
Mm-hmm. So Jackie Weaver plays, you know, the free-spirited, kooky one, and she's got her golf cart with beaded curtains, and she's just like, fabulous. Oh, I'm good at poker and poking. You know, she's just like everything.
Yeah.
And they strike up a quick friendship. I mean, oh my God, so she's a substitute teacher when she's putting on the STD video, that like jingle, that was so funny.
It was funny.
It was such a throwaway. Like they didn't focus in on it or anything.
It was just like in the background. It was like,
oh no, what if it's HIV? You know, it was just really silly and fun.
It was.
There was some silliness that I enjoyed.
Well, I liked her little speech of, you know, they're like, are you even qualified to be a teacher? And she was like, well, in this state, the qualifications are very low.
Yeah.
So if you have a problem, then bring it up with your congressman.
They, you know, brought the two generations together, you know, like different generations together. The young girl at the school who's like the popular cheerleader girl who's a bitch, you know, learns to respect her elders and ends up becoming their coach, and it's like adorable and sweet.
The oldest category is 18 plus.
So what? We're 18 plus. 18 plus 50.
I did have a problem with them just being like, oh, you quit your cheerleading squad? That's cool.
I mean, they didn't know.
No,
they
and
were
they-
like, "We're sorry, we didn't want you to do that."
That is
And
fair.
then she was like, "It's cool, it was my decision." But
Sure.
yeah, it was a bummer.
It was kind of like, oh, it's cool. Now I have grandmas, and I'm like, yeah, but you also have less of like a school
Community
path.
service. What do you think's better on a college admission? Oh, I did cheer squad, or oh, I fucking coached the the sunset.
But like, can you not
whatever?
get like scholarships and stuff from cheer squad?
I'm sure. I'm just saying, I think that looks good on your application too.
Sure.
Like, oh,
well, I'm
I
sure she'll
coached,
get great recommendations.
Geriatric, bring it on.
Yeah.
Oh, I was the coach of, these fabulous cunts. Yes.
And they all wrote me these recommendations, and also they probably know people.
So she's cool. She's fine.
Good.
We wrote her story. She's fine. And Rhea Perlman shows up. Fabulous.
I mean, I love her. She
Obviously.
didn't do too much in this movie.
I mean, I like the side plot of her, like, quote unquote, murdering her husband so she could join the cheer squad.
I mean, I did love that.
What'd you say? Over my dead body.
That was fast.
Hard cut to a
Hard
casket.
cut to a casket.
He mixed up his pills. I'm sure it was an accident.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
She just gives them this grid. I'll see you at practice.
See you at practice. It was like such a different movie, and I was like, here for this movie.
Right?
Like,
I was
okay.
like, I'm here for this, like, entire movie. Like, I want a whole movie about, like, these women in this retirement home that are murdering their controlling husbands.
Just like, fuck you guys.
Exactly.
We're gonna cheer.
Mutiny. Exactly.
I love it.
Yeah.
And Pam Grier shows up. She didn't have a lot to do,
No.
but she was cute. She
Yeah.
was there. Everyone was fabulous.
Who was the, the bitch woman?
Oh, that's Celia Weston. She's like in everything.
Yeah, I was like, I know her, but I don't know.
She's been in tons of stuff. She's the maid in Freak Show. He's like fabulous lady. She's-
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
she's like in a bunch of stuff.
Sure.
She's that lady that shows up.
Yeah.
To be a bitch. Or not.
Or not. Sometimes it's a little of both. She didn't really have that arc in this. It was just solid bitch.
Yeah,
but...
she was just bitch the whole way through. I thought she was going to show up like, okay, fine, I'll come to the cheer squad. I'll come see your cheer.
Mm-hmm. And then she gets inspired and joins.
Is like, yeah, you did it. No, I thought there was some actually really great lines in this movie.
Yeah.
There was some funny stuff like so. I mean, it's such a Diane Keaton thing, but like the grandson is just like, oh, saying something like, oh, this song is going to be a real hit or whatever. And she's like, yeah, thanks for your opinion. I mean, it's not like a line.
No,
but
it's
like,
the way her delivery
she
was
said
great.
it was just like,
Yeah.
I'm going to start saying that. I like that.
Thanks for the opinions, but we're good.
The high school cheerleaders we had to cut a whole minute out of our routine for you guys or whatever, and they're gonna practice at the real pep rally at the high school. I'm like, well, this is a bad idea, but
Horrible
like, I
idea.
love it.
Sure.
And then they're in the locker room with the bitchy girls. It's like, don't you have a quarterback you need to be giving a hand job to?
Break a hip, get pregnant.
Like, there were some good lines.
Yeah.
That really made me laugh.
Yeah.
I mean, the retirement community is like, Celia Weston gets to be a real bitch about like, you can't have your club and whatever, and it was
Right.
like, who cares?
Yeah.
It was really more about the camaraderie of the women and like the friendship and sort of just like empowering yourself.
We're all so worried about what everyone else is thinking, when of course the only thing that really matters is what we think of ourselves.
But we find out that Diane Keaton is sick and
Yeah.
is dying, and she's sort of having her last hurrah here, but she didn't tell anybody,
Yeah.
even Jackie Weaver, her best friend.
Yes.
And I loved the scene in the hospital. I mean, I love that Diane Keaton was wearing her signature turtleneck under her hospital gown.
Good.
Because obviously, I was like, that was a choice that she made, and I liked it. And they just have this like nice moment where, why didn't you tell me? And what am I gonna say? I'm dying. And she's like, well, you were dying yesterday, and you'll be dying tomorrow, but we still gotta go out there. And she's
And
like,
dance your ass off.
dance your ass off. Sometimes you just gotta look that shit in the eye and say, go to hell. And I was like, yeah. It was just like a really nice moment.
I thought it was a really good moment.
I want more Jackie Weaver, more Diane Keaton.
Absolutely.
All the time.
I would watch a show of them.
Yeah! Jackie and Diane.
Oh, a little ditty about Jackie and Diane.
I like it. And then they can play, what's that Bryan Adams song about Jack and Diane?
Yeah.
Right.
Here's a little ditty.
Yeah.
About Jack and Diane.
But what's it, Summer of 69?
No.
No?
Little ditty about Jack and Diane.
Is that what it is?
Maybe?
Is that what
It's one of the.
Is that what it is? But yeah, you could change the opening theme song.
Yeah.
But Jackie and Diane. I like it.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be fun?
But have it sung by like a woman.
Of course.
Yeah.
Carole King.
Yep.
You know, be
Love
great. Joni Mitchell. Just get it. Yeah, be great. Love this.
Yeah.
What's it about?
I don't care.
Okay, great. I'm watching it. I'm watching it for the turtlenecks and the sass. It could be about the retirement community.
Yeah, you know,
all
it's
the-
like Golden Girls, but
the
like,
misadventures they get up to.
Yeah.
But it's like way more sassy and R-rated.
exactly, because like, you know, Diane Keaton's this New Yorker bitch.
I
who's
like
just
it.
Like, yeah, what?
I like this a lot.
Yeah.
I'd watch the shit out of it.
I really would.
So, you know, of course it culminates to the big cheer at the end and they join, you know, it's just like what, a regional tournament or something?
Yeah.
You know? It's just like it says 18 and up. We are
We're
over
18.
18 years old.
Yeah.
So,
It says 18 plus, we're 18 plus 50.
come on. The heart was there.
Yep.
This movie was perfectly sincere.
Yep.
And honestly, just like seeing older women in short skirts, it sounds like it's a silly thing, but it's really not. Just like literally being like, yes, we are in short skirts, look at our legs, varicose veins and all.
Sure.
And then just have the best time dancing, and it was just super fun.
It was.
I really like this movie.
Yeah, I thought it was really sweet and cute. You know what I was thinking would have been really fun?
Huh.
If Cher was in it.
I mean, obviously, if Cher shows up at the end in a cheerleading outfit. Yes.
Like,
yes.
yeah.
Oh, you know who would have been good in this movie? Bette.
She's a little too old, I think.
What?
She's like 95 years old, April.
No.
Oh, Bette.
Bette.
I'm sorry.
What did you think I said?
Betty White. I don't know.
No,
like,
not Betty White. Bette Midler.
Yes, Bette Midler would be great.
I was like, oh, how dare you?
No, I'm sorry. Yes, Bette Midler would be great. I don't know why I went to Betty White.
Betty White would have been like, you know, the bitch in the back just like saying one-liners. Like,
Sure.
Not dancing or
Yes,
whatever.
yes.
And then she has like a sequined like tracksuit that she's just like,
I mean, yes to this, though.
yeah, Betty White could show up.
Yeah.
But also Bette Midler.
Oh, yeah, yes.
I would love that.
Oh, I think it would have been fun if Celia Weston, like, finally, you know, she's like, well, I better see what's going on and try and stop them or whatever.
Yeah,
and then
'cause she says earlier, like, I was the head of my cheer
Yeah.
squad, you know.
So, like, if she then shows up and sees them perform and is inspired and then takes up the reins.
Melts her cold, cold heart.
Yeah, I think that would be nice.
Her
Gives her
bitchy-
new purpose to not be a bitch.
Yeah. I think that would have been, that seemed like what should have happened.
Yeah.
But
A weird missed opportunity there.
What are you
but,
gonna do?
You know.
this movie had moments of like a satire or like a weird almost Barry Sonnenfeld movie, right? Where it's like, oh, and here's this fake commercial about, and here's this fake STD video about,
Right.
like, there was moments of just like, this is a little weird.
Yeah.
I kind of like it. Don't really know what's going on. Seems weird in this like romp about, you know, older women joining a cheer squad, but you know, here for it.
Yeah, yeah.
There was like little touches. I was like, that was weird.
So that was like one of them that made me think of Forever, whereas like this is like a strange tone that would be like it's a similar
Sure,
tone.
sure.
I would recommend it if you like these kind of movies. It's cute, it's sweet, it's short, it's lovely.
It checked a lot of boxes for
Yeah.
me, and I feel like I like that they're still making these kinds of movies because, you know, it's just Avengers. Like, there's
Right.
just superhero movies at this point. And
Yes.
so I'm like, I want there to be a space for, like, nice, you know, cheery, good-hearted movies that are fun, short,
Absolutely.
and, oh, that was fun, I went to the movies.
Yep.
Oh,
Or even
nice.
if you didn't, like, in all honesty, I wish that Netflix would spend some of their money doing more shit like this.
Yeah.
You know, just put the money into female filmmakers and stories and movies like this that didn't cost that much to make.
Nothing.
You know, and it's a fun little time.
Yeah.
So-
And obviously, I'm always here for more Diane Keaton.
Of course.
Always.
Yeah.
Love her so much.
More hats next time.
Yeah, there was no hats. I was really surprised. Lots of turtlenecks, though.
Always.
Loved it.
Cheers.
But seriously, what do you think? Or should I wear them all? Maybe I should just wear all the hats.